So this is going to be another case of surviving P. Diddy, man. Just like there was a documentary called Surviving R. Kelly, who messed with underage girls and stuff like that, who went to jail for like over 30 years. And now there's another story about P. Diddy, man. P. Diddy is a music mogul. He's an entrepreneur, a lot of businesses and stuff like that, big in the music industry. And it seems like there's another lawsuit coming against him, man. There was already one that settled with his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, for like almost $50 million, man, which was wow. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that she endured, mess with other guys and stuff like that, and Diddy watched, and he forced her to do wow, crazy stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So now there's a producer called Little Rod, and Little Rod, he helped produce P. Diddy's last album called Love. And I guess there was some kind of dispute or something like that. He didn't get no money or something on publishing or whatever. And now he filed a $30 million lawsuit saying P. Diddy assaulted him and other sexual things, man. But let's look at this news clip and go from there.
The new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, a music producer, is accusing hip-hop mogul of sexually assaulting him and forcing him to have sex with prostitutes. But a lawyer for Combs called the events described in the lawsuit pure fiction. This is now one of several sexual assault lawsuits filed against Combs in recent months, including a lawsuit from the R&B singer Cassie that was settled last year. To break this all down for us, I want to bring in trial attorney and ABC News contributor Brian Buckmeyer. So nice to see you.
Always great to be here with you.
So you've been covering this for a while. I mean, you're familiar with Sean P. Diddy Combs. Not only does this lawsuit mention Diddy, it also includes other A-list celebrities. What stands out here to you?
So if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at the 73-page complaint that was filed yesterday. In terms of allegations of celebrities, we're talking about Cuba Gooding Jr. being shown through still photos of what the complainant says they have videos of groping him. There are allegations of P. Diddy touching the genitalia and anus of the complainant. And also, if you look to the complaint here, there's a few Easter eggs here where it says the rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls and sex workers. And you look down to the redaction, it says, well, the person is a Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. I think that may be Meek Mills. It also says an R&B singer redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. When you go down to the redaction, it says he's a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bayesian billionaire. I don't know who's a billionaire from Barbados that we know that dated someone. That sounds like Chris Brown. So there's a lot of big names here, both as Easter eggs and also just on the front pages of these allegations.
Wow, just huge. Now, the lawsuit also claims the misconduct happened during the creation of Diddy's latest album, the Love album, and is seeking, as we've mentioned, $30 million. The suit not only names the mogul, but includes his son and Universal Music Group, claiming there's an alleged RICO enterprise to enable his misconduct. Explain why the lawsuit goes beyond Diddy and what's kind of at stake here.
This, along with Cassie's lawsuit that you talked about earlier that was settled, reads a lot like what we saw in the R. Kelly case in the EDNY, where they're talking about this being a criminal enterprise that's all feeding towards this one individual's depravity of wanting drugs and sex and rock and roll and everything in between, that everyone seemed to know and go out and facilitate what Sean Diddy Combs wanted. Even in part of these allegations or these complaints, they call his chief of staff the Ghislaine Maxwell to P. Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein, saying that this was a total sexual enterprise to feed into his desires.
And we want to note that Diddy has denied all claims against him, but this can't possibly help his brand. Like, where do you see this going, and where do you see this lawsuit going?
Again, I draw the comparison to that of R. Kelly, where there might have been rumors in the background. There were lawsuits that were settled. There were whispers behind closed doors. But as those whispers start to grow and get louder, you potentially could see greater civil litigation. They're saying in this case they want to fight it. Potentially we see a jury trial out of here. But this is based on sex trafficking allegations as well as claims that are criminal in nature. For me, I'm thinking SDNY, that being the Southern District of New York, right here in Manhattan, they're probably looking at these allegations and thinking, where are the videos, where are these still shots that we're seeing in these complaints, and can we investigate it to see if there's more here, potentially criminal charges?
And that could probably come out at some point.
Wow. I didn't know this wild here, man, but how he break it down and stuff like that, man. Even naming other celebrities in this situation, yo, is wild. Like, I done seen other stories on interviews and stuff like that, man, saying P. Diddy, like, he like men and stuff like that, but I didn't know about the underage girls and stuff like that, man. Yo, this whole story is wild, man. All this stuff coming out against P. Diddy, man. I don't know if it's all true, man. Right now, it is speculation, you know what I'm saying, allegedly. So I don't know how true it is. You know, like I said, he helped produce P. Diddy on his last album. So I don't know if this kind of some kind of get back to just get the money from him, because he didn't get no money from the last producing the last album. So I don't know what it's really about, man. But it's a lot of stuff coming out, and it's not really looking good for P. Diddy, man. It really not, because there's a lot of stuff coming out. He's losing businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really know how true it is, but if it is true, then he needs to be held accountable, you know, for stuff like this right here, man. There's a lot of stuff going on from years and years back then. People saying that P. Diddy, he's like this, you know what I'm saying? He drugging women, messing underage women, you know what I'm saying, messing with guys and stuff like that, man. Then there's a lot of people that already knew this stuff, but they kept quiet. So now it's kind of all coming to light, you know. The whole situation is wild, man, but that's all I got for now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation, yo.